everyone, my name is Isabel and I'll be one of your guides here in Malmö today. We'll guide you around town to show you some of the tourist attractions we've got here. Right now we're here at the central station in Malmö, and this is the first sight of Malmö for many tourists because they often arrive here by train, and well, this is the main station. Malmö Central Station was built in 1856, but only 10 years later it was set on fire and almost burned to the ground. The restoration process began, and after a while the central station was restored. Since then, the central station has expanded a lot, and today Malmö Central Station is the third biggest station in Sweden if you compare the stations by how many passengers the station have per year. Every year, the central station is visited by 17 million passengers, and every 24 hours, 350 trains arrives to and departures from the central station. Malmö Central Station has domestic and international long-distance trains to Stockholm, Gothenburg, Berlin and Copenhagen. But inside the station it isn't just trains. There's a food store, a bookshop, a currency exchanger and a bunch of restaurants and much more. They even have Starbucks so that tourists can feel like they're at home. So now that you know everything about our central station, let's continue on with the tourist attractions. Nowadays, when people think of Malmö, they often think of our tallest building, Turning Torso. So we thought I would show you it. And the easiest way to get to Turning Torso is to take the bus number 2, which takes us from the central station to the Turning Torso. So let's go.
Hi, I'm Gabriella.
And I'm Amalia.
We're going to be your guides along with Isabel in Malmö here today.
So as Isabel told you before, we're gonna show you Turning Torso, and here it is. This extraordinary building is located in Västra Hamnen, which has just been built within a few years. So if you would go here a couple of years ago, there wouldn't be much to see. But now it's a really beautiful area with lots of fancy cafeterias and the ocean just a few yards away. The building, which was created of a sculpture, is called Turning Torso. It's an eye-catching building of cubes that turns towards the water and the world around it. Many tourists come here to watch it because it's the tallest building in Sweden and Scandinavia, with its 625 feet. It's the third tallest dwelling house in all of Europe. So now that you know everything there is to know about Turning Torso, let's move on to Öresundsbron.
And here we are by the Öresundsbridge, also called Öresundsbron in Swedish. As you can see behind me, it's quite windy and cloudy today, so you can't really see the bridge. But usually during summer it's crowded with people here and you can see the bridge very clear. Öresundsbron is 15.9 kilometers long, which is 9.9 miles. It took approximately 5 years to build and was ready to be used in the year of 2000. Approximately 20,000 vehicles pass the bridge every day with 29,000 passengers. The bridge's official name is Öresundsbron, which is translated to Öresundsbridge in English.
Today I'm here with Gun Eriksson at Turistbyrån, the tourist office manager. And we're going to ask her some questions today about Malmö. Hello, Gun.
Hello.
Okay, so the first question I have for you is, what tourist attraction do you recommend to tourists most frequently?
If I should choose one, I choose Turning Torso in the Western Harbour.
Yeah. Okay. Many tourists want to go there.
Yes,
Yeah.
they do, really do.
Okay. And what do you think pops up in a tourist's mind first when they think of Malmö?
I think it's the neighborhood. Also, it's very close to Copenhagen. So you have two cities.
Close by?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And what is your favorite place in Malmö?
My favorite place is the gardens, the parks.
Mm-hmm.
The city of the parks, and especially Slottsträdgården, this nice cafe there by the canal, just behind the Malmöhus castle. Slottsträdgården.
Mm?
Castle garden, yeah.
Yeah. And if I want to go shopping in Malmö, where should I go?
I think you should use the pedestrian streets, Södergatan and Södra Förstadsgatan.
It's the best place.
Yes, but now we have the new one, the shopping mall, Emporia, of course. And it's just 6 minutes from the center station out there.
Mm.
I think it's a really nice one.
Me too, I agree.
In comparison to other cities.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, and my last question is, what do you say is characteristic Malmö food?
Maybe the falafel?
Yeah.
Yeah, falafel #1 is the name of the company. So, street food, maybe.
Do you like falafel?
Yes, I really like it, yes.
Me too.
Welcome to the City Library of Malmö. In 1946, the library opened the doors for the first time in this old building. And a few decades later, around 1997, they improved the library by adding this new magnificent building. Today the library contains different areas, such as children's area, music area, study area, and also a coffee shop. The building is today divided in 3 parts: the old part, made by John Smedberg, and the new part, the Calendar of Light, designed by Danish architect Henning Larsen, and the new part that connects both of them, that's called the Cylinder. The library is not only a place where you can borrow books. Today you can also have lectures, sit on a computer, or just hang out. So why not take a break from your sightseeing and come over to the library and just sit down and enjoy the beautiful environment with a cup of coffee. We are going to interview a nice lady called Marie who lives here in Malmö. So let's go. Hello Marie.
Hello.
How long have you been living in Malmö?
I've been living in Malmö since 2001. It is about 11 years.
And how do you like Malmö so far?
I like Malmö very much. It's a nice and quiet town, and it's also a very green town.
What is your favorite place in Malmö?
I would say the place where I'm living is the area called Slottsstaden in Malmö, and it's a very nice place near to the sea.
Sounds very good. Thank you, Marie.
And now that you've borrowed your books and bought your coffee, you might want to visit Kungsparken. Malmö is frequently referred to the city of the parks, and that is due to the 3 city parks: Slottsparken, Pildammsparken, and this one, Kungsparken, which directly translates into King's Park. And now let's see what the king has to offer.
This is Malmö's oldest park and was opened in 1872. It has an area of 8.4 hectare and is shaped with 2 elongated avenues due to its former use as a fortification. When industrialism expanded and the cities got dirty and sooty, the parks became the lungs of the city. Many of the inhabitants in Malmö visit this central park for relaxation and socializing. During the years 2006 till 2009, the park was renovated. It received a new sculpture named Diana and a new eye-catching flower bed. The driving force behind the park's establishment was Consul Anders Casper Holm. The park was designed by a Danish landscape architect named Ove Höghansen. He designed it to be a romantic park for quiet walks with well-thought-through views upon chosen pieces of art, exotic trees and flowers. The park was foreseen to be used by all classes of society, but it primarily got used by the middle class.
So if the parks isn't your cup of tea and you're more of an adventurous person,
You should visit Stapelvedsparken. It's a big skate park made of concrete. The skate park is 1,800 square meters big, and it's constructed and designed by a man named Stefan Hauser. Stapelvedsparken consists of ramps and various constructions to do tricks on, but there's also a kitchen, a skate store, and a really big music system. Stapen is mainly targeted for teenagers who are into street culture, but of course everybody's welcome. It's located in Västra Hamnen, so it's really close to everything. If you come from Centralen, you can in only 10 minutes walk, or you can take the bus number 8. turning torso is real close. You can actually see it from here.
If you want to have coffee, lunch or maybe a nice dinner, Lilla Torg, it's the perfect place for you. Lilla Torg was first opened for business in the 1590s and has since then been mainly used as a square for the local market. With some of the oldest houses in Malmö, the environment is a reminder of what Malmö used to look like back then. Lilla Torg is located close to Stortorget and only a 2-minute walk away from the central station. Around the square there are several restaurants, cafeterias and small shops. At summertime it's crowded with people eating, drinking and just having a good time. Today the square is what we will call a modern square with inspiration from the past.
So that was a little sample of what Malmö has to offer, and we hope to see you soon here in the city of possibilities. And by the way, this is the best school.